I want to ask you, what do you think about this here merger between DCU and First Tech? Okay. Now, here's the thing about it. With DCU, they have more members than First Tech. As you can see, with DCU, they have 1.1 million, where First Tech, they only have 600,000, right? Now, here's another thing about it. DCU only has $12 billion financials, right? And First Tech has 17 billion. Now, here's the thing about it. DCA are more toward working with people with more challenging credit. Okay, they're less stringent, right? So they make it much easier. Now, the thing about it with this merger, supposed to be finalized in 2025, but that doesn't mean that if you're a DCU member or FinTech member, they're going to automatically merge everything all at once. So you don't have to worry about that. Now, here's the thing about it. Once they do merger, who's going to be the winner of this that comes out the top winner? Well, let's do some comparison. Let's look at DCU. All right. So the thing about it, what people like DCU, not only do they offer the credit cards, they offer the personal lines, then they also offer business credit cards as well. And they're very easy to join, right? So that's the thing about it. Now, here's another thing about DCU. They pull a mortgage score, okay? They pull Mortgage Equifax 5 score when you join them, all right? Now, let's look at some of the products that they have. They have the personal loan, the credit builder, savings, secured, quick loans, emergency efficient loans, and access loans, right? So let's look at the quick loans, okay? So with the quick loans, easy to accept. They give up to $2,000 with no credit check, all right? So here's the thing about it. If you're a member for the first 90 days, they'll give you up to $1,000 loan with no credit check. After 6 months of deposits, they give you up to $2,000, right? So that's the thing about it with DCU. They are very flexible when it comes to that. Now, in terms of, let's look at, they also offer this credit builder, right? So with this here credit builder, the thing about it is that this is where you put money up front. Okay, you put money up front, and then it's like a secured loan, basically, right? So the thing about it, when you have very bad credit and you are trying to become a member and stuff like that, this is a good opportunity to join DCU. This is their energy efficiency loan. Okay, so this is where, like, if you are trying to do home improvements and stuff like that, they offer loans for that as well. So this is a good product for DCU to offer. All right. Now, what I wanted to say in reference to what else that you can do with DCU that may give you a better advantage is that, again, with the business. All right. So they offer a actual business credit card as well. Right. Now, here's the thing about it with DCU. It's non-geo restricted, all right? It's non-geo restricted, so anybody can join. Now, another great thing about DCU is that when you apply for like a personal loan, you can use that same inquiry to apply for a credit card. So basically, you can double dip, and that inquiry lasts up to 45 days. Now, depending on how long you've been a member, you may be able to do this even without no document. All right. This is another good thing about it. If they're able to offer you this without no documentation, you'll win-win. Now, here's the thing about it. I always tell people, when you join a new credit union, you should open up a checking account and a savings account. And if possible, I would do like a small CD or something like that. That way they can see that you're trying to stay around long term. All right. So that's the reason why. As you can see, they also offer commercial vehicle loans as well. So if you're trying to get a vehicle under your business and stuff like that, they offer those services as well, right? So this is DCU. Now, let's look at, there's one other thing that I wanted to show you about DCU that's very important. I think it's important in reference to the credit cards. So they have the Visa credit cards, right? So you can see they have the Visa Platinum, the Visa Platinum Rewards, and the Visa Secured, right? So this here Visa Platinum, this is the one like if you're doing a balance transfer. Now notice that they don't offer any 0% credit cards, all right? So that's the only thing about it that I'm disappointed about it. They don't offer any 0%. However, they do start you out with a fair amount. Usually for these type of cards, they usually start you out with $2,000 or more, all right? Now, again, average credit score for these here credit cards and stuff, I would say you'll be safe if you're coming in with about a 660, 670, all right? So DCU is very flexible in those terms. Now let's jump over to First Tech. Now here's the thing about it with First Tech. You can have an 800 credit score with First Tech, okay? And there's 5 things that they will look at that will possibly get you denied, all right? So the first one is your debt to income ratio. You may have too many inquiries, all right? Then it may be off because of your income. You may have too much credit, all right? So now here's the thing about it. They are non-geo restricted, so anybody can join now. So that's the thing about it. So anybody can join now. Also, if you don't have an active savings and a checking account, all right, those are the things that they actually look at that can actually get you denied. Now, one of the things that I do like about them that they offer that DCU, I wish DCU did offer. Here's the thing about it with First Tech, all right? They offer the personal loans. The personal loans go up to $50,000, but they also offer a personal line of credit. This is your money here. Whenever you find a credit union that actually offers you a line of credit, this is so much better than this here loan, because you actually, where it says here, you actually can borrow the money, pay it back, and you still have access to the money, right? So this would be my best leverage here to get access to that personal line of credit than the loan. Now, in reference to their loans, as you can see, look at the interest rate on their loans. Start at 8.14, right? Now with DCU personal loans, their personal loans and signature loan is 11.99. So they're 3 points higher than with First Tech, all right? So that's the thing about it, where like if you was going for a personal loan, you probably want to look at First Tech instead of DCU. Now let's go back over here, looking at the credit cards, all right? So they have the secured credit cards. Let's start. They have more credit cards, but it's one credit card specifically I want to show you. So they have the Choice Rewards World MasterCard, all right? So they have the Choice Rewards World MasterCard, but the Odyssey Rewards World Elite Card, this credit card starts at $5,000, okay? So this is the credit card people usually want to get. Now, with First Tech, when you join now, you're joining through the Financial Fitness Association, right? Now they pull experience, but here's the challenge, that if you don't have at least 2 years of credit history, this can be a bigger challenge for you to get approved for like their credit cards and their loans. So that's the only thing about it, all right, that I don't like. Like I said, they are good. They more or less like with Amazon, the big companies and stuff for their credit union members and stuff like that. But outside members and stuff that are not affiliated with those type of companies and stuff like that, they do kind of make it more challenging to get approved. Okay, unless you, again, you have to have at least 2 years of credit history. But like I said, you can double dip. You can double dip. So if you get a credit card with them, you can also use that hard inquiry to get a line of credit. All right. It's just that they make it so challenging. And for any of you all that are looking at the video, let me know. Do you think this is a good idea that DCU and First Tech is merging? Now, DCU, they will still have their control over their customers and stuff like that, which is good because, again, with DCU, they cater more to the general public. All right, they make it so much easier for you to get approved for loans, lines of credit. So they really make it much easier for you to get approvals versus First Tech. Okay, but again, so that you are aware that this merger is going to happen by 2025, it won't be a surprise to you. And again, you won't lose your most people think, well, will my interest rate go up on my loan? Will my credit cards be shut down, or will they cut my limits and stuff like that? Because they are doing a merger, more likely than not, I think what's happening, even though First Tech has more money than DCU, DCU has a bigger market share, okay? And they have more products that cater to the struggling market versus First Tech. And I think what's happening, First Tech is realizing that they're losing market share to like these other credit unions and stuff. So to be able to partner up with a credit union that caters more to people that are borderline challenging credit and stuff like that, I think that's what's going to happen. But nonetheless, put a comment. What do you think about this merger? Do you think that this is a good thing, or should they stay separate? It's going to happen, so there's no should they stay separate. But what do you think about it? Put it in the comments. Hey, if you need help with your business credit, personal credit, getting access to funding, removing negative items, click the link in the description.